Hi guys, in this video we're going to be looking at the Neca Cult Classics Series 2 figures. Obviously comprising of 4 figures, various degrees of quality to be honest, and a bit of a mixed bag for a Series 2 to be honest, in my opinion. So these came out also in 2005 I believe. Let me just see if I can have a little look at the stamp on the back. Yeah, 2005. So these come out in 2005 as well as the Series 1. And let's obviously use this one here. So we've got the 4 different figures, which are obviously this one's Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko, Freddy Krueger from Wes Craven's New Nightmare, Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and down the bottom is the Tall Man from Phantasm. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not going to be one of these people that say I understood Donnie Darko. I didn't really enjoy the film or anything, but obviously being comprising of the series, I got it. But on the back of this one we've got Frank the Bunny appears to lead Donnie Darko on a journey to the end of the world, whether it's walking Donnie from his sleep to exact chaos on his hometown, or teaching him the possibilities of time travel. The mystery of Frank shakes the walls of reality Donnie lives in. So that's Frank the Bunny, and he comes with an alternate head and base, which has got the post box and a little letter on there, and the detail in the letter is really good. It says on there, Darko, extremely important, Roberta Sparrow on the front there, and it's obviously got the movie poster on the side there as well. So I can't really go into this one because I didn't really understand the film, and I didn't really want to buy the figure to be honest, but it's quite a hard figure to get hold of, to be honest. He is quite hard to come by, so if you do get him, well done. So that's Donnie Darko, or Frank the Bunny I should say, from Donnie Darko. We'll do Freddy last. Next we'll look at Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. And on the back it says, Leatherface may suffer from some form of mental handicap. He is a cannibalistic killer who does not understand that what he does is wrong. He conceals his true visage through the use of dead skin masks he constructs from his fallen prey. This only makes him more horrifying when his victims look into his eyes of a man hidden behind pieces of rotted flesh that have been crudely sewn together. Now this for me is the runt of the pack, to be honest. I think it's a terrible figure, it's a terrible pose. I've had this out of packet and I didn't like it then, to be honest. And he comes with the chainsaw, armadillo and desert base. The desert base and armadillo are good, and the chainsaw, but I just don't rate the figure at all. The look of Leatherface I just don't think is good, and it's been done so many times better, and it has been done better by Neca, which obviously you'll see that in another series. And of course you've got the old classic movie poster there on the side. And here we have the Tall Man, Angus Scrim I believe his name was, the actor, from Phantasm, and obviously you've got the movie poster again on the side there as always. Now he comes, I've had this out of packet as well, one of these, and he comes, his feet are actually in the packet separate there, so they go on him. You attach his feet to him once you've got him out of packet, and it makes him a little bit taller. So he comes with the silver sphere I should say, sorry, sphere up there, which is obviously the icon of the film really. An evil minion, this little guy here, and that's a hollow base as well under there. He's got a bit of posability in him in terms of his arms, and the portal base. So these 2 metal, or so plastic silver poles go into that white base behind the Tall Man there. Now the problem I had with this figure out of packet, when he was out of packet, is that it kept leaning forward. it was easy rectified with a bit of blue tack and all that, but it did annoy me, to be honest, that he kept leaning forward. The little sphere fits nicely into his hand, and I will be honest with you, the picture at the bottom here is so much better than the actual figure as well, to be honest. Very easy to get hold of, very cheap to get hold of. And on the back we've got the mysterious Undertaker with superhuman strength. The tall man stalks the Morningside Cemetery, populating the world with his undead legions. Armed with his band of flying metal spheres, the tall man wages war against humanity. So, of course, that's the tall man from Phantasm. And the flagship figure of the series for me is the Freddy Krueger from Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Comes with loads of little extras, comes with the pillar base, a script, fedora, and an alternate head. Why there's an alternate head, it's a bit pointless, to be honest. The only real difference is his eyes. His mouth, there's not too much different sculpt in the mouth, but it's just his eyes. The figure on the head on the figure, he has his eyes looking to his left, whereas this head mainly looking straight on, to be honest. And it is the better figure out of the lot, to be honest, if you ask me, out of the series. And here we have, from the mind of Wes Craven, Freddy's origin and appearance and reimagined as Freddy is revealed to be the embodiment of ancient evil who has been contained through the stories that we were told about him. After the final nightmare, Freddy is able to break free from his character's fictional existence and cross over to reality. And of course, a brilliant picture of the reimagining of Freddy Krueger from Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I did actually love this film, to be honest. Don't get this figure mixed up with the Hall of Fame version. Now, both are quite hard to get hold of, to be honest. The Hall of Fame version is easily recognised, obviously, because it says Hall of Fame here. The background is more red, and you get the demon head option there. Everything else is exactly the same, but it's quite easy to think that you've got the, obviously I do just see up here Series 2, and then up here Hall of Fame is obviously and you can see quite clearly that this has got a lighter red than this one. But both absolutely fantastic figures. That's obviously the only difference really is the head. I personally, if you could only get one, would go for this one, just because then you've got obviously the alternate head if you did decide to take them out of packet. But both are quite hard to get hold of, to be honest, and I did struggle getting hold of the Hall of Fame version, to be honest. And this was released a year later in 2006. But of course, please leave any comments, subscribe. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll obviously catch you again in on the next video for the Series 3. Thanks ever so much, guys. Cheers. Bye bye.